Hi. In this lecture, I'll briefly talk about some of the books that are available on the market for the GRE. So let's begin. So there are many publishers for GRE, but the most common ones are the Princeton Review. The Princeton Review has a number of books for GRE. They have certain books that deal with the type of techniques that you could utilize to prepare for the GRE. Plus, they also have dedicated books for practice tests. I'm not a big fan of Princeton Review because I believe that the quality of the book is not up to the mark. Many of the questions, and in many cases, some of the solutions to those questions are incorrect, or at least they're not explained correctly. So for the lack of quality, I do not recommend using Princeton Review for your GRE preparation. The next publisher is called Kaplan. Kaplan's GRE books are also very famous, but they're particularly very famous for giving you very hard questions. So they are quantitative as well as verbal questions are very, very difficult. For some people, that's good because they would like to practice or be extra prepared for the test. For others, it may be discouraging because they are not able to perform well while they are practicing for the test. So, depends what's your style of preparation for tests. If you like the kind of sources or the kind of questions that make you extra prepared for the tests, you could go with Kaplan. If not, then there are other options. The third publisher is called Manhattan. Manhattan has a huge variety of books. They have one set of books with 8 books for different sections. For example, there are 6 books for mathematics. There is one dedicated book for verbal section and then another dedicated book for analytical writing assessment. They also have another book called the 5 LB book, which has I guess more than 1,000 questions on it. So Manhattan provides you with a lot of practice questions, and in addition, the techniques that they have on their books for learning how to solve these questions are also very helpful. One of the most common books that people use for the GRE is by Barron's, and again, one great thing about Barron's is their word list. They have a huge word list of 3,500 words. Once again, some people think that the word list is too huge for the GRE itself. However, if you are able to learn all the 3,500 words, I'm pretty sure that you'd be able to identify at least 90% of the words on the actual test. So learning those 3,500 words could really help you prepare for the verbal section of the GRE. Besides the vocabulary, there are some good techniques that Barron's adds in terms of explaining how to solve the math problems quickly, how to solve the verbal problems quickly. So it could also be a good read. So finally, there is ETS. Now, as I've mentioned in one of my earlier videos, that ETS is the organization that prepares the GRE test. So they also have books to prepare for the GRE. So it's the same company that is making the test, which means that their level of difficulty for the practice exams, for the practice questions, for the practice sections that they have on their books is very much similar to what you'd actually get on the actual test. So if you are planning to score high on the GRE, so I highly recommend using the ETS books. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for future videos.